Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my second video and I'm really liking my hair right now because it looks like a strawberry brown. As you can see by the title says the two most pressing questions. What I mean by that is the two most frequently asked questions. It's okay. And honestly, these questions are also like the two biggest changes in my life so far. One thing led to the next, and it is taking me to where I am today. The first question that is very frequently asked is why I switched schools. And in my last video, I kind of addressed that I switched schools. Didn't exactly say why because it wasn't the right time. It would have taken, I guess, a whole video to do this. The reason why I switched schools was, okay, so my freshman and my sophomore year, I went in and I was so happy because I was supposed to be going to the school I'm going to now, but I got an interdistricts transfer because my best friend went to, oh shit, I said the name. Okay, it's fine. So I got an interdistrict transfer and moved schools. So I ended up hanging out with a completely different crew than I was used to. Freshman year, it's just, what am I doing with my hands? I don't know. I was just doing so much that I overwhelmed myself. I was doing high school cheer. I was doing 2 different all-star cheer teams. And then at the end of the year, I did softball on top of school. So I had 5 major things in my life that were happening freshman year. It's just overwhelming, and I ended up being sad majority of my freshman year. I was just upset and sad and drained all the time. So whenever I was at school, I wasn't present at school, which led to me not putting enough effort into my schoolwork. So I ended up getting really bad grades. I was just stressed out. And so even when I was at home, I wasn't ever home. I really wasn't ever home. But when I was home, I was sleeping. That's basically what I did when I was home. Okay, so this is my schedule. I would wake up, I would go to school, 6 hours at school. I would have high school cheer practice for about 2 hours. I had to leave 30 minutes early though because I had to drive to Modesto to take a tumbling class at my cheer gym. Then I had to go to my level 4 team that I was on, so that's already 4 things. And then after that, I had to go to my level 5 team after level 4 and tumbling and high school and school. So it was just a lot. And then by the time that my level 5 team ended, it was almost 10:30 at night, and so I'd have to drive 30 minutes home back to where I lived, and then I would get in bed and I would sleep. Now, where did you guys see a time for homework in that? There was no time for homework. So either I had to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning trying to get homework done, or I would go to bed and I wouldn't be doing homework that night, which led to me not turning in homework, which led to me getting bad grades. Do you see, it's just a vicious cycle. Oh my gosh, lighting. Later on the year, I was so dumb, but I really wanted to do it, but I joined the softball team. I am so sorry about this lighting, guys. This is really bad. Okay. I had joined the softball team, and oh my gosh, that was such a bad idea of me. I look back and I just think, why were you so dumb? Love for it, just like I had a love for cheer, I had a love for softball. So I really wanted to give it a shot and try and balance everything. I was just so blinded by the fact that, oh my god, all my friends are doing softball, I want to do softball, I'm good at softball. Schedule then looked like school, softball, had to leave softball early, then cheer 3 times, then cheer, tumbling practice, level 4, and level 5. Again, not getting home until 10:30 at night, which leaves 0 time to do any homework at all. Oh my gosh, it keeps unfocusing. So I found myself throughout the year just trying to catch up on my grades rather than having fun in high school. Like at lunch, I was in a classroom making up work, trying to convince my teachers to let me make up work. so just so I didn't have bad grades on my report card. Since I was in classrooms all day at school, and after school, I didn't have a connection with my friends anymore. That was my freshman year. I had quit basketball season for cheer, and I had to quit softball. Moving on to sophomore year, I'm going to kind of speed this up a little bit because I was getting a little bit repetitive in my freshman year. Sophomore year, it was just, again, the same thing. I started off with the friends that I had, but again, I had lost the connections with them. I didn't do high school cheer, and I didn't do softball. I focused mainly on only one cheer team that I did, which was at the California All-Stars, and I was on Live 5. I thought that since I had only focused on that one team, that I would be good. The cheer team that I was at now was all the way in Livermore. If you guys don't know, I live 2 hours from Livermore. So I had practiced in Livermore 4 days a week, I'm pretty sure, 4 days a week that I had practiced in Livermore. So I was constantly driving there, driving back. Not only did it cost a lot of money, it took a lot of time. And I, again, was trying to do my homework in the car, but then it just led to so many things. And again, I didn't have enough time to talk to my friends. Same thing as freshman year, I again didn't have any time to do anything, and it was so much to commit myself to. Both of these pressing questions go hand in hand with each other. So I was just you'll see in a second.
Basically what I was trying to say was that school affected cheer and cheer affected school, which led to me being unhappy because I was busy all the time. That's why I quit cheer, and that's why I moved schools for a fresh start.
I decided that after my sophomore year, I had lost all of my friends completely, and I was just so done with trying at that school. I found that they weren't as welcoming as I would have liked them to be, I guess you can say it. But it was hard to make new friends at that school to where I can stay happy and I can keep going and pushing through despite how busy my schedule was. So at the end of the day, I just didn't like the school anymore. I hated it. It's always just kind of like, I don't want to be here. That's why I switched to my new school, and I can't stress this enough. I love my new school. I love my new school. Everyone there is so welcoming. They're so easy to talk to. My first day, I already had friends. The second most pressing question asked me is why I quit cheer. I've been doing cheer, like I addressed in my last video, for 8 years. Long story short, I had been doing cheer for such a long time that it was such a hard decision to make. Cheerleading, if you guys don't know, all-star cheerleading is extremely time-consuming and expensive. Not only is cheerleading time-consuming and expensive, but on top of it, it's a commitment to your body. Like, your body. My body is done. And again, I hate it when it does this. Maybe 5 times I had sprained my ankle to the point to where now my ankle makes weird noises whenever you move it. Here I had blown out my knee. Again, lighting? Are you serious? Last year I had blown out my knee twice. The first time I was put on crutches because it was really bad. I couldn't walk on it. The second time I was still recovering from the first injury, and I had done it on top of the injury. It all stems from the fact that you're putting so much pressure on your body when you're constantly tumbling and lifting and throwing girls in the air. Just my body is drained. My back hurts all the time now. Like, I have kind of like back issues and stuff. And so I was just, again, my body was drained. But on top of the physical body you need to endure cheer and the things that come along with cheer, but your brain, your mental state needs to be all the way there or else you're screwed. It's mentally draining to be a part of cheer. And I'm not by any means telling you guys, don't try cheer, don't do cheer, it's not fun. Like, I loved every single second that I did cheer. And it's so worth it. And it was such a huge part of my life, and it still is today. I love cheer with all of my heart. I'm just explaining to you why I quit cheer. This is the whole video. So you might ask, why is it so mentally draining? It's not that tough. You're flipping yourself around, you're doing things, you're defying gravity. When you're in the air and you're twisting your body and you're flipping your body at the same time, it's just so mentally it's scary. For my freshman and my sophomore year, I put way too much pressure on myself. I'm happy about where I landed with cheer. I landed 4th in the world with my team at the summit in Florida. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys are with me right now at this point, thank you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. At this point, I think I'm going to be uploading every weekend because I film on the weekends because I'm busy with school and everything. Filming on Saturdays, editing Saturday night, and maybe posting on Sunday or Monday. So that's what that's what's going to look like. Please comment anything in the comment box below. Follow my Instagram, Snapchat, and my Twitter because I would really, really, really appreciate it. If you did that, it'll be in the description box and it'll be the next clip. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Mwah.